Hello everyone, I am Squall, and we've got some more Team League action. Our first player from VVV Gaming is Kai. Whenever I try to say his name correctly, according to him, I just butcher it, so I just call him Kai now. And going up against Aiden, he is part of Team sMi, spelled like this. And I asked them if it meant anything, like if it was initials for something, but they were like, it means whatever you want it to mean, right? And so yeah, it doesn't actually mean anything. They just come up with what it means. So like super mutant iguanas or something like that, you know. And as you can tell, this is being done live. There's some lag, so we're having some pausings. Unpausing now. Hopefully it will clear up for Aiden, as no one enjoys playing in a laggy environment. But, you know, that's just part of tournament play right now. And I'm not going to make any comments about lag. That's been kind of beaten to death. There we go, bringing up the overlay, so that way we can keep an eye on the supply. Nice and easy, and have that pretty shiny stuff up top. Who doesn't like that, right? In case you never noticed, in the center there, that's actually the 2. That's part of the Starcraft 2 logo. That's kind of fun. So Aiden is getting a gas very, very quickly, actually. Oh, pausing again. And yeah, there have been comments about there just being lag issues in general. I think this is the day when Grandmasters opens. As part of the like leagues and ladders and stuff. So oh, hacks. Yeah, so it looks like we may have a remake here. If that happens, I'll just cut it here and jump back in. Oh, maybe the observers are causing the issue. I hope I can stay. Well, this is a little bit awkward. Okay, looks like they're going to try now. We'll see if it's working. If it's still lagging, I guess I might have to hop out and then do this from replays. I certainly hope that doesn't happen. Getting that countdown. Off we go. But, yeah, Aiden going for a gas very, very, very early. So it could be Reaper play. That wouldn't really make sense. This is not a good Reaper map, actually. It looks like there's a lot of cliff line, but there's actually, like, I don't think you can jump up this. I guess you can get up here. Oh, you know what? I think I'm thinking of a different map. Yeah, there's a different map where there's, like, holes between the third and the actual. Looks like we're calling for a remake, so, if that happens, I'll just cut it here and jump back in, right? Because the Mexican days. Oh, okay, so I guess it's smoothed out now. Excellent. So, Kai is also just getting a gas. Yeah, it looks like we might just have a remake anyway. Yeah, okay, so, I'm gonna cut it here, and then we'll jump back in the remake. Hello, welcome back. So, we, re-hosted. Hopefully the lag issues have indeed been cleared up. But, yeah. Hopefully it has. So, I'm trying to remember my train of thought from before, because while that was instantaneous to you guys, you know, for me that was something like 5 or so minutes while we kind of got things set up again, made sure, you know, things were as good as possible. But, yeah, I'm interested to see if Aiden's going to go for the same thing, where he was getting that super early gas. And, to me, it would make sense that that would lead into Reapers. I can't really think of anything else that requires getting gas. It's not quite that early. But, that said, my ability to memorize builds and things like that has never been that good. So, well, see what happens. So, I checked out both players' profiles before the game began. Aiden here has played 2,622 career games, and bear in mind that doesn't include custom maps, so if he's played like lots of practice matches with friends, that wouldn't show up there. That's only ladder games. Kai, on the other hand, has 4,055 career games, so he definitely plays a lot. I have like 1,200, So Kai plays approximately 4 times as much as me. And yeah, this definitely looks like a Reaper opening just based on the positioning of the barracks. Rallying directly down there, so a little bit of... I would think he would rally to the enemy base, but let's see where he goes with this. He's got 3 harvesters in there, so definitely getting a lot of gas. Going out to scout now with his SCV. Kai is on his way as well. And he's getting his gas too, but definitely just a little bit later. And, okay, rallying to the front. Maybe this will be a... Maybe this will actually be like a Marauder Concussive Shells opening. That would be kind of cool. I don't know that I see that all that often in Terran versus Terran. But, I can see that being effective. Marauders are one of those units where they're quite powerful early game just thanks to Factory. Maybe this is actually a Banshee opener. Huh. Or maybe a Hell, you know what, I have no idea. I'm going to stop making predictions because I really don't know. And, yeah, I unfortunately just don't get enough time to really watch everything and stay super current on metagame stuff. And more specifically, I'm just not good at memorizing really specific builds. Like, I wish I were, but I'm not. You know, I'm the guy where I really enjoy, you know, casting the exciting parts, and, you know, I have some metagame knowledge, but it's not, like, it's not super good by any... I'm no Artosis. I've said that many times, and it's true. But, okay, yeah, it is going to be a Starport, so definitely going to be Banshees. And Kai, well, okay, he's doing what I was predicting out of ID. He's going to Reaper. And throwing down 3 more barracks. Now, Kai did get in that scout that there was that gas up rather early in the factory rather early. So I feel like he should know that this is coming, but he's not making an NG bay. Could be that he didn't actually check how much gas had been obtained thus far. And Iden pulling stuff back here. Is this going to be like a Banshee medevac sort of thing? Like I feel like he's putting his units here to pick up with a medevac later. Oh. And oh, there's a full wall, but well, a full wall doesn't do too terribly much when there's a Reaper. Oh, you know what? Aiden probably saw the Reaper using a watchtower, and that's why it's positioned as such. And oh no, the Reaper, run! Okay, don't worry, it's fine. In a few moments, he'll start regenerating health. Oh wait, it's not Harvest Swarm yet. Darn. Oh man, I actually don't even know if that passive is in Harvest Swarm anymore. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in the next Starcraft 2 expansion, one of the things Blizzard has talked about at some point was giving Reapers the ability to regenerate health after a while. It'd basically be like Protoss shields, where if they're out of combat for a while, they start regenerating shields. You know, and that would certainly be cool, and that would definitely increase their ability to stay in the game longer, and, you know, that kind of fun stuff. But I don't know if it's actually in anymore. You know, it's in open beta now, and in open beta stuff changes pretty much continuously. Uh-oh, Banshee is coming up, and Kai has 4 Marines. Okay. With combat shields, so they will be able to survive another hit, and there is no cloak. Banshee does indeed pick off a Marine, but, you know, this is not justifying the cost of the Banshee in terms of all the gas he had to get early, all the minerals he sacrificed early on by building it. And while he's picking off Marines, and yes, that's annoying and horrible, you know, he's not calling SCVs, which is what he really wants to do. So he will get some kills now. But I don't know if this was really enough to justify it. And Kai looks like he's going to push up the front. And Aiden really doesn't have much at all here. He's got a few Marines. Kai definitely has more, and he has combat shields. So that's going to make his Marines much, much more durable. And I think Aiden may actually have to pull SCVs to deal with this. Oh, Starport, you can't land. There's stuff in the way. And yep, here come the SCVs. Aiden will be able to push it back, but he's going to lose quite a few SCVs in the process. By quite a few, I mean not actually that many. But yeah, he definitely took damage. And you know what? Kai's just rallying across the map, because look at how many barracks he has. And he's not even mining gas. You know, this is a little bit all in, but it's probably a good idea. Super high pressure, Aiden techs really aggressively, and as a result, he doesn't really have anything. Now, the real key thing will be, will Kai manage to get in there and deal a killing blow before Aiden gets medevac? As soon as medevacs get out, Kai will not be able to stand up to this at all. As he's desperately trying to rebuild the wall, but nope, there's Marines there. They shoot everything apart. And once again, Aiden in a little bit of trouble, and the reactor not going to finish unless he stops target firing it. That's fine. But yeah, an awful lot of SCVs dying, and Kai rallying even more units across the map. But the reactor did finish, and Aiden definitely has enough gas, although he has no minerals, and his income is really suffering from having to pull SCVs to fight off all these Marines. So is Kai doing anything behind this? He's getting an expansion, definitely a good decision in case it doesn't quite work out. You know, have the economy advance, always a good thing. Another Hellion shooting forward to die. This one manages to get away, so that's always fantastic. And first medevac is on its way. It will be a little while before it finishes. And Kai pushing up the front yet again. Oh, but Stim is done on Aiden's Marines. And Kai doesn't have it. It's nowhere near being close to done. And Aiden will be able to repel this. That tech advantage definitely his saving grace there. Kai still rallying units forward. And kind of dying for no reason. A little bit unfortunate. And Aiden already has his own command center done and floating down. So Kai finally grabbing his units and pulling them back. Definitely a good decision. But yeah, Aiden did a nice job of holding that back. While he did lose a lot of workers, he didn't lose that many workers. Wow, Kai was a bit more all in with that than I expected. He wasn't producing SCVs behind it. Now that said, he does have his orbital here, so they've essentially equalized as far as economy. I don't like Kai moving in here because he doesn't have stim, and Aiden has stim and a medevac. Although Kai might be able to just kind of push his way through just due to having a lot more Marines. By a lot more, I mean a few more, and now a smaller number. A few more coming up. I don't know, Kai seems to want to keep pushing this. Don't know how well that'll work out for him. That medevac is completely dry. This medevac, though, just born, has enough energy to heal for a while. Looks like Kai might actually be focus firing, or maybe not. I'm not too sure. That would be a good decision at this point. The real power of this force right now is that the medevac will heal for not that much longer. They're really low on energy, actually. And yeah, Kai's just continuing to produce Marines and just kind of send them in and keep Aiden on the defensive. I don't know how cost efficient this is being for Kai at this point. Yeah, he's nearly equalized his opponent in that regard. Kai does have more. He does have stim now, so that helps a bit. And oh, is he going to get the medevac? That would be pretty darn huge. Yes, he does get one of them. I don't think he'll get the other. Overstim maybe just a little bit. And Aiden is forced to lift off and run away. And Kai just decides to pull back, I guess. Huh. I would have thought he would have at least tried to do a contain. But Aiden does have a tank now. That'll be pretty good. But even more Marines are rallying up front. And Kai finally working towards a starport. And once he has those medevacs, that will certainly lend his pushes a lot of potency. Aiden's still behind on supply, and very slightly behind on workers now. But more or less feels even. Kai pushing it once again. Oh, might pick off the medevac? Nope. Not quite. Had an opportunity, but didn't go for it. And that siege tank is done, and that basically means that Kai's ability to push with only Marines is over. So at this point, he should look at falling back and getting medevacs. Maybe start thinking about drops. You know, if Aiden's committing into this Marine tank build, that does mean he's less mobile. And we'll have to see where Kai goes from this. Okay, so he's getting a starport. He's getting his own tech lab, so it looks like he may want to move into Marine tank as well. And building a third command center, so that way, well, he can get more economy. Aiden hasn't started building his own command center yet, so if Kai is able to get that down and get it established and safe and all that good jazz ahead of Aiden, he will, of course, have a small economy advantage. How very fantastic. So let's do a quick upgrade check. So Kai has 1-0. Aiden also has 0-0. Excuse me. Oh no, tank sieging up, and Kai, not quite paying attention, loses a lot of Marines to that siege tank fire. He does pull back now, but also a lot of stuff there, and Aiden takes the supply lead. And, you know, I think I forgot to mention this, but this is part of the underrated Team League. The other two Team League sets that I've passed thus far, those are part of the 6 Pool Gaming Team League. This is a separate league. So, yeah, BB is participating in 2 team leagues at once. How crazy is that? A modest amount of crazy. But, yeah, the team wanted to get, you know, some experience and all that good jazz. Siege check finishes up. So that will allow Kai to have a slight defender's edge, but Aiden has 3 tanks, so if he can do his positioning and whatnot better, that will, of course, land him an advantage. Kai going for a drop. Don't know if this is the best time for it, as he only has a single tank to defend with. But this risk could pay off in spades if he can catch Aiden off guard. And it looks for the moment like Aiden just going for a bit of a contain here. Might start moving some tanks up now. And oh, he's going for a drop of his own. And Kai has a tank on the high ground. Very nice. Oh, so turrets might pick up the mid-rack before they even unload. Huge win for Kai. And a little bit of a sloppy play on Aiden's part. This medevac, though, going to be able to unload and deal some damage at the least. Is there anything here to respond? Well, there's not much of anything. And Aiden, is he going to pull back or is he going to push forward? Looks like he's pulling back. Very interesting. And wow, Kai's going to be able to deal a decent amount of damage to this infrastructure. These Marines are pulling back now. And Kai was focusing on an NG Bay. Don't know about that decision. I mean, NG Bays are good and all, but Aiden isn't even actively upgrading at this time. But wow, Kai has killed 36 SCVs over the course of this game. He caught quite a few of Aiden's before he was able to pull them. And Kai with a 11 worker lead. Very nice. Oh, but he's moving out now. Oh no, Kai, there's tanks on the high ground, Kai. Oh no, a horrible engagement on Kai's part. And he just threw away a little bit of the lead that he had there. And that's the thing about Marine tank. It's so fragile. You move out if your opponent catches you while you're on siege, or you just kind of march into your opponent's siege line. That happens where Kai drops down supply by quite a lot. And I nearly have a heart attack. But Kai has taken this third base. It's mining quite decently now. Aiden has just established his. So Kai is staying ahead in economy, continuing to build SCVs, workers, units that mine minerals. And looks like Kai is going to let Aiden have this ground and pull back a little bit. Probably a good decision. He wants to be able to defend this third, which Aiden could very well be thinking about pushing it on. Aiden, though, looks like he might be going for a mech switch, getting 2 armories at the same time. And I don't know if that's a mistake or it's a mech switch. Well, okay, excuse me. He already does have the tanks, so it could be he just wants to start getting tank upgrades. If he's doing that, you usually don't see Marine tank also get the armor upgrade for the tanks. Because usually if there's stuff attacking your tanks directly, you've already lost those tanks. The extra armor isn't going to make a huge difference. Yeah. But that said, upgrades are always good to have, so, you know, in the long run, it will probably be a benefit, but, it's interesting to me. And it looks like he's left 1 armory uncompleted. Oh, you know what? He must have started building this before the drop hit, and then the drop hit, killed the SCV that was building it, and he forgot it was there. I'm willing to bet that's what happened. That's a little bit unfortunate. That's, well, just a bunch of resources just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. And also wasted SCV mining time because he could have just sent the SCV back on that one rather than building a new one. Where is the new one anyway? Yeah, it's over here. Okay. Huh. Well, I'll keep an eye on that. Maybe at some point he'll cancel it. Looks like we got a bit of poking and prodding going on here. A few of Kai's units valiantly sacrificing themselves for the cause. And Aiden looks like he's just going to pull back. And wow, Aiden a little bit aggressively taking a 4th base already. Could be he has a sense that Kai has been up in economy all game long. He's going, you know what, I need to get back ahead in that regard. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to make a 4th. And it could very well pay off for him. Kai does not have a 4th base anywhere on the horizon. We'll see if he moves out an SCV in the near future to do that. But hasn't happened yet. Oh, there we go. Okay. So Aiden will just have this up for a little bit longer than Kai. But it will certainly not be a gigantic difference in terms of economy. Take a quick look at the worker count. Aiden has pulled ahead in workers. Very nice. Gan going down, letting Kai know that, oh, Aiden barreling up his front, and oh, Kai needs a positional advantage here. And wow, Aiden actually has 8 tanks to Kai's 5. And Kai's Marines are just getting absolutely obliterated. He's in a horrible position because these Marines can just waltz in and start killing everything. And if Kai wants to be able to deal with that, he needs to swing around to his third and then come up this way. And there's nothing he can do about this. It would take too long. He's running his Marines in, but that's not going to work out. And I think that might have been just the game-deciding move by Aiden. You know, just very nice positioning, barreling up the front when Kai was out of position, and then forcing Kai's army to stay here while these Marines ran in and killed the natural. Kai is trying to fight back with some Marines here. He may eventually be able to clean this up, but losing his natural is just an absolutely crippling blow. And Aiden is actually repositioning some of his tanks onto the ramp and is going to lay siege to the third here. And Kai's army has been split up, segmented, and he has barely anything left. 20 Marines, 5 siege tanks versus 9 siege tanks and 35 Marines. And I think Aiden is going to take this game. Kai is really far behind at this point. He would take a absolutely huge blunder on Aiden's part for Kai to come back into this. Kai doesn't look like he's ready to give up yet, though. And I do, of course, give him props for that. And that's one of the things about Team League. You know, even if you know you've lost, you know, sometimes you'll just stay in the game so that way you can put pressure on your opponent. You know, do stuff like this where it's really annoying and take up APM. And just try to tire your opponent out. You know, if you know you're going to lose, you know you're not going to have to play another game, right? So stick around, tire out your opponent a little bit. Looks like Kai was done, though, and, you know, I certainly don't blame him for that, but just wanted to educate you briefly in Team League logic, at least as it makes sense to me. So, thanks for watching the game. I do apologize for the false start there, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Join me for Game 2 of this Best of 9 between BVB and sMi.